Final Oscar category we're going to talk about here now is the big one. Best Picture. The last award that's going to be named at the end of the night. We all know that for Best Picture, it is a two-horse race, as the two names that have been repeated the most during this conversation, One Battle After Another and Sinners, is who it comes down to. And it looks like it's not close. One Battle After Another is a 76% favorite. Now, listen, this is another one of those situations for me, like Michael B. Jordan and Timothée Chalamet. Both of these movies to me are so freaking good that I have no qualms. I'm going to cheer regardless of which one of the two gets named, because they're both that good. But again, if I were an Oscar voter going with the should wins, I'm voting for Sinners. I just thought Sinners had a little bit more oomph to it. The craft was just a little bit tighter. I just, walked out of it with just a more elevated experience than I did with One Battle After Another by microns, by mere microns. So this is going to go. So should win for me is Sinners. Will win for me is One Battle After Another. And I will raise a glass to it because the movie's phenomenal. It deserves it, but I would be voting for Sinners. Rob, we're looking now at the big win. One Battle After Another, Sinners. Which one should win? Which one will win?
I'm torn on this, but I really do think overall that One Battle After Another, a loose adaptation of a Thomas Pynchon novel, with all these performances, with all of the, I think it should win, and I think it's going to win. That doesn't take away my love and enjoyment of Sinners, which I've watched more times than I care to admit. But there's something about Sinners that, to me, it's probably the most entertaining and my favorite movie of the year. But I do think that One Battle After Another somehow resonates more for our times. And it has so much to say on so many different levels. I think it's truly a triumph of a film. So I'd have to say I think it will win, and I think it should win. But
all right,
that doesn't take away from how much I love Sinners.
Yeah. I mean, again, for me, they're just both so good. They're both so good. And either way, we as film fans win. But I think the one that's going to take it home, be ready to hear the name One Battle After Another. But I'll be an extra little bit excited if it actually ends up being Sinners. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. March is a time when we celebrate the women in our lives and recognize everything they carry every single day. Women often take on a lot, and sometimes their own well-being gets pushed to the side. And it's a great reminder of how much women give to the people in their lives. So this month is a great time to pause and reflect on the roles that you carry and the pressures that can come with them. Therapy can be a helpful space to work through those challenges, create balances, and set healthy boundaries so you can take care of yourself too. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp connects people with licensed therapists who follow a strict code of conduct. With over 30,000 therapists and more than 6 million people served worldwide, BetterHelp has an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for live sessions based on 1.7 million client reviews. They also match you with a therapist based on a short questionnaire, and if your first match isn't the right fit, you can switch to another from their recommendations. Your emotional well-being matters. Find support and feel lighter in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's betterhelp.com/Campea. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.